Lovely. Thank you for having me today. So good morning, everyone. As Lillian mentioned, my name is Juliet, and I will be sharing a few slides with you about UCD and general information about studying with us. So without further ado, I'll start. This is one of the views of campus. So as you can see, the campus is pretty green, is pretty lovely. We have a number of different amenities on campus, but I will talk about this with you a little bit later. So with that in mind, when it comes to UCD, so University College Dublin is one of Europe's largest campuses. We have 133 hectares of lands, including 80 buildings, a woodland walk, a sculpture trail, 3 lakes, and we are based between the mountains and the sea. UCD is pretty unique in Ireland. We are the most international university in Ireland. About a third of our student population is not Irish. We've educated half of our prime ministers, and we have a comprehensive range of degree programs across a number of different subject areas. We're also very good for students, as you can see here on this slides, and that presentation will be shared later, so absolutely no problem if you want to revisit this. Currently, we have over 37,000 students from 152 countries on our campuses, of which just over 9,000 are international. We have also nearly 5,000 students in our overseas campuses, mostly in Malaysia, Hong Kong, China, Singapore, and Sri Lanka. And we have nearly 13,000 graduate students, and from masters to PhDs. UCD is also a very good place to study with regards to employability. So for the last 5 years, we've been ranked #1 in Ireland for graduate employability. This means that a lot of our students find employment after they've finished their studies. And one of the indicators is our partnerships with employers. We do a lot, and our careers network is really good at collaborating with the prospective employers to ensure that you have all the advice you need when it comes to starting your professional life in Ireland. So as you can see, and I mentioned, we have a pretty wide range of subject areas across 6 different schools: in social sciences, in law, in engineering, architecture, the arts, the humanities, science, health, agricultural science, and business. Those subject areas are split between 38 schools, and at master's level, we have about 300 different master's programs to choose from. With regards to postgraduate degrees, so at master's and PhD level, typically we require a minimum of a 4-year bachelor's degree with a minimum average of 13 out of 20 or in muy bueno. In terms of English language, typically an IELTS of 6.5 overall, with no band lower than 6.0 is required, though certain programs in business and law may require a bit higher scores. We do have pre-masters and pre-sessional English programs available for students who meet the academic criteria but do not meet the specific English requirements. So in terms of applying to UCD, the process is pretty straightforward for what we call taught master's degrees. So master's degrees that are mostly classroom-based but have some research. Applications are made online. Application portal will actually open tomorrow for programs starting in September 2023. For popular programs in IT, in business, we do recommend applying quite early, as applications are assessed on a first come, first served basis, and program may close early due to interest. For research programs, the process is slightly different, as typically you would need to identify a potential supervisor and engage in a more one-to-one relationship with them and an interaction to assess whether or not your research project would match the specific supervisor. We do have, which I linked here in the Research Student Hub, which has detailed the process. A thing of interest would be tuition fees, scholarships, and living expenses. Tuition fees vary depending on the type of program that you're interested in studying. If there is a lab element, or is there not, or is there's none. Our fees are published on our website every year, and I would encourage you to consult this website. The fees only cover tuition. You will have to budget for living expenses. As a guide, we typically advise students to plan for the expenses listed on the right side of the screen now with regards to accommodation, food, local travel, books, clothing, and so on. We do have scholarships available for international students, and those are typically based on academic performance. So our website details all scholarships available, from partial to the Global Excellence Scholarship, which can cover up to 100% of your tuition fees. And that's pretty much it so far for the actual presentation. I went a bit quickly, so I'd be happy to revisit some of the slides if needed.